What's up, everybody? Waffle Dog here. Coming back at you with another Marvel Strike Force video. This time, a little more focused. We're just going to be talking about one thing real quick here, and it's a good day to talk about it because it's the weekend, baby, and we got two blitzes going on at once. Something I wish they'd do for characters, but here we have it for different kinds of orbs. So the first thing when looking at the screen in the Blitz menu, and I want to target this for new old players, everything. You see your Blitz credits, you see your charges that you can do additional attacks with the same team with, and of course power cores. I'm spending all mine right now that I get from just daily things because the event for White Tiger is happening. And there are two kinds of blitzes that happen specifically on Sunday. They are the Red Star Rampage Blitz for your 4 to 7 star characters, which can earn you Red Star orbs in varying amounts, and the milestones for both these are great too. The milestones alone on both of these equate to a lot of gold and a lot of orbs, and that's one of the big values of the Sunday blitzes is you get to double up your milestones, and it's a day-long thing, so it happens immediately, and then you get even more credits the next day from whatever character is on the next blitz. So as you can see here, I've not done very much in the Orb Assault Blitz. Typically the only time you would do this blitz in particular is if you had a team like this with a new character that you don't have up at 4 stars yet, like White Tiger for me. And you can see I just have Operative here just because she's a character that can heal or keep these characters alive. I had Green Goblin there before and he wasn't really doing anything. This gets a little bit better in Blitz, but it's meh. Right now they're just here earning some throwaway points in this Blitz, and they'll probably help me get in this slightly higher shard and get a couple more, a higher placement in the end of the Blitz and get some more orbs. So those are good for premium orbs. The only thing I really need premium orbs for is Yo-Yo trying to rake her up. Cole, I do or don't get him to 7 stars eventually. It'll happen. It'll happen at some point, guys. It will. But anyways, two things we are doing. We are going through the Blitz squads and just talking theories. I've done this before in my Save the Squads overview part of that last roster video I did, but this is just going to be specifically talking about them for Blitz. So these 3 teams in Blitz, trash. Use them to get from 8.3 to 8.0. Guardians, okay. Sometimes they went on 8.3, sometimes they lose on 8.3. Young Avengers, decent. They'd be better with Captain Marvel, but I have another team with her, and I'll tell you why later. Supernatural, really good team. Good and more, great in Blitz, great. This Merc variant is alright. I kind of have them split up so that other teams can benefit from some of the members that could be there instead. And I don't think they're super great as a Blitz team. And this is all obviously autoing, stem blitzing, rather. So yeah. Shadowland, we talked about not using them as Blitz. Power Armor, great Blitz team, honestly. This is a okay Blitz team. This is where Shatterstars and Longshot's team, the X Factor team, will be. Because eventually, these 3 will go with some other hero characters and replace one of the trash teams down there as a new automatic loss team. Avengers with Vision, it's okay. Avengers don't need to be a great Blitz team. They're not super built for me. That's just how it is. Skilletary, I thought they were going to be good. Built them up a little bit. They're okay in Blitz. It is what it is. This team's really good in Blitz. Invested a little bit into these tertiary characters over here. Zemo's great. He just wipes anything with minions. If you see a team with minions with this Zemo set up here, you attack it and win. Opposite of this, if you see a Zemo and you're using this team, do not attack them. You will lose. Astonishing X-Men are really, really good. They can win a lot of matchups for you in Blitz. They're just a great team all around in a ton of game modes, and I love them. Brotherhood 2.0, great too. This Wakandan and Ultron team is alright. That's one of those teams where you probably want to drop down to 8.0 with one of those trash teams I showed you at the bottom. Shield team, this has become less reliable over time. Pimtech gets better the bigger your ghost is. Right now, I just got my ghost to max gear tier 15. I'm one piece, god damn it, I tell you, away from starting that Dark Dimension 4 for Spider-Man, and it is killing me. It really is. And they're okay. Aim's surprisingly good. You don't want to, if you see a big Punisher with them, you don't want to face that. You don't want to face anything that can do well against villains, basically, specifically. X-Men, still a great raid team. Phoenix carries hard. Sinister Six also, I said raid, I'm sorry, Blitz team. If I've said raid at any point, I mean Blitz. Sinister Six, same for them. I've swapped in Green Goblin here and there. I have the piece that requires uniques to upgrade him to Gear Tier 13 on there for the extra health, because he gets a lot of percent bonuses with health throughout the team, and that extra 4,000 health equates to like 20 to 30,000 health that you just get from that piece alone on Rhino. So I think he's better than Green Goblin, but who knows. Fantastic Four got a lot better as I got more red stars on them. They are a really reliable one with She-Hulk, I would say, because She-Hulk kind of makes Mr. Fantastic do more and squeezes more damage out of him when he is more of a controller, who I don't have any of his T4s in, so he's not really stunning all the time or anything like that. This Kree team is the most wishy-washy I have in Blitz. Sometimes they just destroy teams I would never expect. Sometimes they just get demolished. You don't need to build Ronan for this at all, or Ultimus. He'll maybe be a better investment once we get the Red Stars for him coming out soon. Maybe that'll also equate to Korath being more useful, hopefully, because I have him at 7 red. And maybe, just maybe, here's my thought, because they love to do this at Skopelnek. They love Kree. They might make a new Kree. Who knows? We'll see. We haven't seen the last of the Kree. I'll tell you that, MCU-wise. This is also an amazing team in Blitz and Humans. These two obviously getting carried by the other three. No reason to split them up for Blitz like you would in other game modes like War. Same goes for these guys. They are a really good Blitz team still. It's really weird. They suck in War now, but as long as you don't go against the few wrong matchups, they can really beat a lot of teams in Blitz still. Same goes for the X-Force. They surprise you. Tip for the X-Force. I don't know how true this is, because obviously you don't see the simulated Sim Blitz matches, but I think if you put Deadpool in the middle, they just target the middle, and he will just keep getting killed and revived by the Domino passive, I believe. Don't quote me on this. I've heard it from other people I watch on YouTube. Hopefully it's true. I don't know. Take a drink real quick. This is a quick video. Marauders, they get better as well as you gear people up. He'll be going up to gear 15. She'll be going up to gear 15. And then I'm assuming they're just going to get even more beastly. And then Black Order. Always, always, always take on the biggest team you can. That's not another Black Order, and Sim Blitz with them, so you can maximize the points you're getting. And try and use as many core refreshes with them as possible. Until we get a team with Dr. Doom and my own roster or something similar, we're not going to really say there's a better team for the Sim Blitz than them. Because I feel like Dr. Doom might make that Fantastic Four team go over the top, but we'll see. Anyways, back to this. Because we were in that other Blitz, we got to go and select our other squad. And I believe we're starting at 8.3 here, so I'll show you how it goes. We're just going to go through one Blitz rotation, and that'll be the video. As I said, with Black Order, take on the biggest opponent you can. It's not going to matter. They're going to win. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. And you want to be careful. You don't want to go too fast, because in reality, when you used to Blitz everyone, it took 40 minutes to play all the matches, and that was in a 2-hour rotation, and that's insane. Now it takes 5. So you want to be aware that it's not really going to take you that much in the long haul, and not rush through these so you can get the best wins possible. And you want to look for a couple of things. You want to look for lack of synergy and lack of ISO 8s automatically. Like, even though you see this huge Captain Marvel and you might think, oh, that's scary, watch. Easy. And another thing to note with Marauders, like other teams, is a big Punisher and Defenders will catch you off guard. Same with Symbiotes. I've had that happen to me with them. Alright, so looking at these teams, these are all fairly mishmashy. Another thing you want to look for is the least powerful characters. These are all high power level, but this is the team with the worst characters on it, so I will fight them, and the Symbiotes will win. X-Force, this can be a harder team to pick for, but I think this second target right here looks pretty juicy, and we will do that. And once again, weaker characters, less synergy. X-23 carried that, as you saw. She was the only one alive. Asgards. And then here we have two options we could take. We could take this one right here, and that would net us more points, 78,000, versus this one, which is even more points, and an easier matchup, because, look, no ISO 8s. We're just going to eat that right up. Alright, number 6 out of 30. And I will possibly make some cuts here and there. It depends how long this actually ends up being, because this is the most drawn out part of the video. But I also want you all to understand my methodology when I do this, because aside from the last Bishop Blitz, in which I kind of relaxed because I don't need that many shards to get him to 6, which is where I'm aiming for, I do score pretty high in these, around the 41 to 43 million mark, and I want to kind of give you all a little insight on that, because the more the merrier, really. Yeah. Here with this Inhuman team, another thing to be wary of is Black Bolt does do really well against minions, so this is just an easy win, especially shield minions. Bam. And here's the wonky team I was telling y'all about. Another character that is really funny to me is Gamora. She does great in raids, horrible in every other mode. If you see her and Yondu on a team, battle them, you'll win. And this team right here, so here, this one is a more interesting choice. You either pick the team with worse characters, but they have ISOs and better levels, or you pick the team with no ISOs and its defenders. And you just see what happens. Sometimes defenders scare you and surprise you, and they're the most weird team to fight in Blitz. This is a pretty obvious choice here. You just fight the team that only has one character at gear 15, and it's Mantis, and the rest are 13. This is a more conundrum, but I think this is the best team to take, even though they're the strongest and they're with ISOs. The only good character there is Hela. Yeah, and there you go. Here we go. This is an interesting one, because aim. Okay, there we go. I was worried about that. I saw Black Bolt in one and Minerva and someone else in the other. I was like, maybe they can't win it, but a pretty big aim team will win a matchup like that pretty handily. You don't have to be scared of this. Like, as a newer player, I was very scared of this thing, and the more and more you play, the less and less that matters. I don't even see this anymore, this whole danger thing. Oh, and for newer players, another thing that can be very helpful, the default version, I'm sorry it took me this long to get to it, this is one of the first things I said. Everyone, when you start playing Blitz, this is what it looks like, and this is awesome. I love this graphic. It looks great. Like, it's cool being able to see your whole team in 3D there. However, you don't get all the relevant information. You just get the total team power. It is much more useful to hit this, because then you can see what ISO 8 classes they have, what their red star level is, gear tier, etc. Okay, Pimtech. Here is actually a place where I'm a little worried, so I'm gonna go down to the trash. Ravagers, yes, you. I got booted out of Blitz, but it's fine. And we'll just take them against the Guardians and lose. And then you just scroll back on up to, I believe I was at Pimtech. And there you go. Hopefully we can get an easier matchup now. And we do. This should be a win. Yep, there you go. Only Ant-Man dying. That's fine. Okay, this is an interesting one. This is the only matchup I think I can win, but these aren't necessarily the worst characters. You get Punisher and Venom and Rhino in there, who can mess us up. But there we go. I get scared with that shield team. An 8.2 with this team is not going to be impossible. Okay, so here we see all synergized teams, and I clicked through them very quick, but did you see it? Did you see it? You don't really want to do this matchup right here, but if you don't see a Star-Lord on Asgardian, or I'm sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy, they're typically a weaker team. I don't know if we'll win this. Let's find out. There you go. Ultron carries a team. You can put him with a really worse team, but my Wakandans aren't particularly well built to be a good 8.3 team, and Ultron can push them over that edge. Anyways, Brotherhood 2.0. I would say this, but they have Minerva and Sinister and Captain Marvel. That can be scary. You know, we're getting to the bottom of the teams that really are netting me the big points, because it's worth noting that in relation to your roster, the higher power your team, the more Blitz points they're getting you for a win. So you don't want to waste all of your potential close matches in the bottom. You want to use these guys towards the middle of the roster to the bottom. You don't want any of these intentional losses to go to waste here. So we let the Kree minions die, because that's what they're good for. Goodbye, Kree. And here we should be able to get a much more favorable matchup for the Brotherhood. Yep. These are all great. This one's the best. We'll take that right there. And then this team is crazy. I honestly almost want to do this for you all just to see if it works, but I know it won't. I do want to see if this will work. Big punch up on Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. So as you can see, X-Men, amazing, amazing, amazing. We don't want to fight Asgards or the Supernatural, so we'll take this with the Red Skull Hydra team. They're a good team, you know, they're not that bad. As you can see, I do have the 6 red on him, the Hydra Sniper, and that does deal quite a bit of damage. Like I said, guys, if you see a minion team with Zemo, do it. This is 4 minions, they're just going to wipe the floor. Skilletary, another tough one. I don't want to take this team because it's Sinister Hela. And this seems like the best matchup. We'll see if we win. I don't trust Skilletary very much, but there we go. Here we have that Vision Vengers team. It's not bad for Blitz. I don't want to take this on for sure. This seems like the best matchup. Might be a win. There we go. And here we're getting into the dregs of the roster a little more. We definitely don't want to fight Black War. It's an automatic loss, y'all. And so is this Ultron matchup. But this Doc Ock Sinister 6 might work. Nope. Okay, so here, I think this is the first unintentional loss of the Blitz. Why did it not work? 2 reasons. One, these 3 defenders on their own don't do anything except for cleanse themselves and protect themselves and do an Iron Fist ult every now and then. And my dad bros do not have their passives T-forward. There has been some issues today with the Alliance War rewards, and that's caused a lot of people moving alliances to not be able to do so, and it's been a big clusterfuck to say the least. And maybe there will be an additional T4 ability material payout, and your boy can get some extras, but we'll see. So that's unfortunate, but there we go. Kree minions with power armor, that's the only choice there. You all saw Inhumans or Marauders, you don't want to do that. This is another team that kind of struggles, but when we see a bunch of rando, hero, and 1 villain characters together and trash like Wolverine, I'm sorry, he can be good. I shouldn't say that, but, you know, in comparison with what I was talking about earlier, he didn't have the right ISO, etc., the right team. Don't want to do that Fantastic Four matchup. This is safer than the Defenders matchup and will net me more points, even though they don't have ISO 8. And the only reason I run Namor on this team is because he just does a big ult, and sometimes that'll win me a Blitz matchup like this, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's a team I don't like as much. If I had Captain Marvel there, they'd be more reliable. And here we have the last matchup, and we're just going to do Guardians versus Defenders, and if it works, it works. And then we didn't use Hand, so we're just going to knock ourselves back down to 8.0, and when we do that, we'll start with probably the X-Force. And I don't think we can win any of these, so let's just do this. There we go. And thank you everybody for watching. That has been the Blitz overview and not necessarily tutorial, but commentary of a Blitz run through. You can see we got about 1.8, and that's about the average you want to shoot for if your roster is around the same as mine. As you don't know what my roster looks like, you should go watch the last video. I have it in the end of this video, and you know, you can click subscribe and like this video and do all that. If you want to catch more of this, hit the bell too, and you will not miss anymore. And then you would know before I said that how big my roster was. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.